Hey you guys, it's me Gemstone at therapyhealing.com. I hope you guys are doing really well. This is the weekly reading, it's the general reading, and it's from the week beginning the 8th to the 14th. And I'm going to be using the Angel Whispers cards, and we'll see what shows up. This deck is by Angela Hartfield. Now, this is generally a love related deck, but I felt guided to use it because I just feel like it's just a really good time to kind of connect with the loving, heart-centered side of ourselves. Just because I think that's the most important thing, especially when we're living in a world with so much fear and so much going on, loads of tragedies, really difficult circumstances people are going through and experiencing, challenges in relationship situations. It's really good to kind of sort out kind of things that are going on within ourselves on an emotional level, because I think we can really store up a lot of uh memories, a lot of sometimes depending on your your past histories in terms of relationships, to store heartbreaks, store up really maybe difficult emotions that might be really hard for us to process or to maybe even express. And so what I'm kind of using these cards for is kind of setting the intention for a message that connects with not just love in terms of relationships, but more love in terms of unconditional love, that goes beyond just romance, but is a universal feeling of oneness and connectedness between every single one of us. Because I think, in all honesty, in this world right now, that's really what we need, because the energies are so intense right now with so many things going on. It's a very harsh energy, and there's a lot of acts where people, you just can't even explain why certain things are taking place, certain horrendous things. And I entirely understand and get that, these things aren't new. A lot of the things that we're going through have been happening for a very long time, and we are very much bombarded with things in the media and all that kind of stuff. That's why, in all honesty, I really had to disconnect from watching the news and things, because it just gets overwhelming, and it just is too much to take in. So with just the intention of receiving a message of unconditional love, how we can really put that vibe out into the atmosphere, because I know anyone that is watching this video is definitely into spirituality and is definitely into being on that kind of vibe where we are trying to put good intentions out there, healing intentions, intentions of love, and yeah, and positivity. So let's see what shows up. Okay, with all those intentions. So it says, do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. Now, I think that's a beautiful message, because that is exactly tying into this thing, like I was saying, about unconditional love and everything. It's about not just caring about yourself, but it's about caring for other people that are around you. What can you do for other people? How can you make somebody else's life better or improve their life? There's always gestures that we can do, and I'm telling you, to me, sometimes we just don't know how much of a difference it makes, just for somebody to be around us and just for them to feel your vibe and to feel that you're really you have a positive attitude, and you just are just maybe you're a really bubbly person, or a person that you like to talk to people, things like that. It's surprising, like just the other day, I somebody I work alongside told me how a customer had really nice things to say about me, and I was like, "Oh, that's nice." And she was like, "Oh yeah, he wrote this positive feedback about you." To the company and all this other stuff, and so she just wanted to share that with me. And we were kind of talking, like me and her, and I said to her, like, really all I was doing was talking to the guy. To me it was just like a normal thing, but it was really sweet how it made such an impression on him, though. And I think sometimes that's all we really need, is just just to feel that somebody cares, or just to feel that somebody again is paying you attention. Like, that's a huge deal. Like, to us it's a little thing, but if you think about it, if the people that were around you never paid you no mind, imagine how hurtful that is, really, to block someone out in that way. And to be entirely honest, I've definitely in the past been a person that was really good at blocking people out, especially if I had issues with a person. It was very easy for me to just like cut certain people out of my life. But what I'm coming to find now is that now that I'm growing older and looking at life in very different ways and learning so much more and just coming into my own, that I'm starting to see that it's not about burning bridges. It's about at least coming to a place of healing with another person and feeling not having ill intent anymore, especially if you've been harboring like just feelings of either aggression or feelings of just hurt or feeling of like you just don't want to get over certain things. I've just come to a point where I'm just like, I just want to be over it. I just don't want to feel you know that kind of just low vibrational energy when I think about certain people. I don't want to be in that space anymore, and I'm starting to find ways that I can kind of just heal situations with people and just let them lie, because I think certain things have happened in my life that is really teaching me that life is just too short for you to be harboring grudges against people and all this kind of stuff. So what this card is saying is that, again, we're not in this world just for ourselves. We are here for other people. Like, really, this is a community. And I think especially when we grow, with technology, I mean, I have to say I fall into a lot as well, like with computers, phones, all this other stuff. We can get so distracted by these things around us that we don't really pay attention to the people that we really love and really care about so much. So it's saying that you have to spend more time with the people that you love and enjoy their company, especially while you can, because it is a sad reality, but tomorrow is never promised. So we have to enjoy each other while we have each other. So the middle card is, oh my days, demonstrate love. And it says, find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. Isn't that good advice? Following what I was just rambling on about in the last card. So what this is saying is, do it. Like, you have to show the people that you are around you that you love them. What can you do as a token of love, as a gesture of love for anybody? And again, it doesn't have to be huge gestures. It can be little things. It can be, oh, your partner really likes cake and you decide to make them a cake, and it's very special because you made it, or it could be, your child really likes when you guys, I don't know, play out in the park together, and so you do it, you go out places, you do things frequently. Like, it's just about, again, spending that time, taking the time out, and to show that you really do care about somebody else. And so I just feel like these cards are kind of telling us that we really have to be coming, like, we have to feel like we are connected to more than just ourselves. Like, we have to feel like there's a greater whole that we're a part of. And I think that if we could get back to that space where we really feel that way, then it's true, I think less people would feel alone, and less people would probably be depressed or feeling bad about certain situations that they're going through, if they really felt that they had that kind of sense of community and oneness with people that were around them. And so I think this could be a really good week to, again, do something special for your partner. Do even a loving gesture, even for a stranger. Like, it doesn't hurt. So let's see what our last card is going to be. I love this one. Be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. I love that card so much. Isn't it beautiful? It just looks like the cosmos, and then you've got pyramids. Oh, it's just gorgeous. So to me, this card, the same way it looks out of this world, like, that's what I feel like is connecting us with. So I think that this is a card of connecting with spirits, connecting with just more than human beings. I think that they are definitely spirits that want to reach out to us, for sure, or otherworldly beings that want to reach out to us. that want to be involved in the community that we have here, don't want to be forgotten about, or want their appearance, their presence to be known. But what I love about this card is when it says about dreaming for the future but being in the present, because I think that is the most powerful message in terms of manifestation that there honestly and truly is. A lot of people have so many desires and they forget to be in the moment, and their mind is just fixated on the future. And what they usually find is that they find it more difficult to manifest on that level, because of the fact that they're always just fixated on, okay, this is where I want to be and this is what I want to do. But then you don't really feel a great sense of happiness, because it's like you're always chasing a dream that always feels like it's far away. And it's like you have to really be able to fully appreciate this where you are now. You have to be able to fully appreciate your life now, how things are for you now, if you want to manifest even more, if you want greater success, if you want greater abundance, if you want to be able to attract even more good around you, or harmony around you, or peace around you, all that kind of stuff. Because we don't just have to manifest material things, we can manifest, anything. So it's like, if you want to manifest other things and you want certain positive things to come to you have to also be happy with the way things are for you right now, and to find and appreciate what you have right now, so that you can build upon those things. And so I think it's beautiful to have dreams, and it's wonderful to have inspirations, things that you want to do, things that you want to create. And I just feel like it's saying that there are higher energies that are trying to support you in what you're trying to do, and want to see you improve, and want to see good for you. I honestly believe that there are higher beings out there that want to see us evolve, just as human beings, and want to see us improve. And that's the reason why we can tap into their energy, or we can communicate with them like angels, and they can support us in different areas of our lives if we're able to reach out to them and to let them know that we need their help and we need their support. They can give that to us. So that's a very beautiful reading. So let's just see what the card is underneath. And it says, look at your relationship patterns. And it says, it requires inner strength to recognize that you need to change or modify your behavior. Now, that is a very interesting card, that one, because it is a very powerful thing. If you're able to really see yourself for who you truly are, if you're a very self-aware person, I honestly feel that you are positioning yourself to truly live a happier life the more self-aware you are. I think people generally, and I'm not saying this to be judgy or anything, but I'm just telling it as it is, or my truth, as I should say, is a better way of saying it. I'm just speaking my truth. Is that generally people that are not very self-aware, and they're kind of delusional with their ways of thinking and stuff like that, are usually people that are very lost, and they don't really know how they treat other people. They don't really understand how, or see how people view them. And so it's very difficult for them to really grow and evolve. And so it's kind of saying that, what are the things that you're maybe doing, or things that you've experienced in your life that maybe can be done differently, especially when it comes to your relationships. Have you been in abusive relationships? Have you been in very unhealthy relationships? Have you been with people that either lowered your self-esteem or made you feel bad, or or maybe you've been in relationships that haven't really lasted? So maybe you've gone from person to person. So it's kind of saying that there are some things that need to be assessed and need to be addressed in terms of maybe the way we relate to other people, or especially especially when it comes to our intimate relationships. So this is about breaking cycles and breaking patterns. And I think it's an amazing thing, especially a great realization, if you're able to see certain traits in your relationships, because it can teach you a lot about the person that you are, in all honesty. And it can lead you to asking very intense and very deep questions about these patterns come from. Where does it originate from? Is this a thing that has been passed down from generations? Like, is this from your parents or grandparents? Certain things, because sometimes especially when it comes to our issues with relationships, they can go back pretty far. For depending on what our family's like and everything else. So yeah, it's an interesting week. It could be a week of really self-reflection. And yeah. So peace and many blessings to you. I'll be seeing you. Bye.